because I was doing that, I was riding past midnight and doing extra miles. So although I was doing longer rides, it meant that I could have actually done a shorter day because I had all these miles that I was collecting by doing extra hours. But what I also did was slow down a bit because I wanted my legs to be in good shape for the last day. So basically I started doing a few more miles, but not a lot more. I was trying for 2:33, but because Amanda was pushing out 2:40s, I was sort of trying to keep pace with Amanda, and I was doing that, but I wasn't getting up any earlier in the morning because I was finishing so late, because I had to sort of work with the wind as well. So I was sort of doing these sort of, instead of doing 240 miles a day, I was doing 250, 260 and going past midnight. What happened at the very end was I've made a physical recovery, but because I was riding longer, I got a bit behind my sleep. So on the, what day was it? On the last day in September, I had 38 miles to do to get the UMCA record, so I did that. I was basically celebrating then, but I knew I wasn't going to finish very early that night. I'd ridden past, I think I'd ridden past midnight the day before. I'd done my 38 miles. Yeah, I set off a bit earlier than normal. Got me 38 miles done, got the record and carried on, because I still wanted to do more than Amanda, and I wanted my 7,000 miles. I think finished roughly my usual time, about 11. I might have even finished a bit earlier. Let's have a look on. I rode all the last day and did pretty good mileage. Let's see what I did. Start this thing. Yeah, sing yourself a song while it was computing. Come on. It'll be on in a minute. Drunk all the coffee as well. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, on the last day before I got the record, 30th of September, I rode past midnight from the day before. Then I set off again. Find a line on here. Because I actually had to do a report for the UMCA to verify this record, and I thought I'd do that before I made this sort of thing for YouTube. And I thought it'd be easy. I thought, yeah, I'll just rattle it off, no problems. I did this report for the UMCA, and I looked at my rides on Strava, and actually a lot of the report was wrong because I just jumbled up the order of things. I thought I'd remember it in the exact sequence, but I made a right mess of it, so I had to look on Strava and remember it. That's where I am now. I've sort of forgotten the order of events. It lost me place. There's the last day I rode. Yeah, I rode past midnight. I did. So the last few days, on the Thursday I did 240. Well, the Wednesday I did 250 miles. I've ridden well past midnight. And the Tuesday about 46 miles past midnight. But because I've done that, I just did 200 miles in the daytime. Uh, the following day, I didn't ride past midnight that time. The following day I did 240. The day after that I did 228. No, I did the 240, then rode past midnight again. Um, and then I only did 200 miles the next day. And then it was a day that was the day I broke the record. I'd done 28 in the morning after midnight. And I just did 200 miles because I wanted to do the 300 mile biggie on the last day. But because I got behind with sleep, I could have set the alarm for midnight or whatever and tried to force myself out. I didn't think that'd be a good idea because getting sleepy on the bike, it can knock on for the whole day. You can, if you force your sleep too much, it can make you slow for the rest of the day. I thought, well, I don't need to sort of push it to get the record. I've got the record. To get my 7,000 miles, I don't need to force anything. All I've got to do is get out there and do a normal day. I wanted to beat Amanda, who we were virtually neck and neck then. I think there's about 10 miles between us. A lot of people were getting confused because I started on the 2nd of September. Amanda did 55 miles on the 1st of September. She had really bad weather in Florida and went to Disneyland or something. I started on the 2nd of September and we both joined the Strava challenge, and I was getting a lot of people saying, "Well, Amanda's doing more than you." I was thinking, no, she hasn't. she did an extra day. So a lot of people were really getting thrown by that. I didn't think of that. The reason I started on the 2nd was because I wanted to finish on the weekend, trying to have a bit of a party at the finish. Never worked out like that. So that confused everyone. And the last day I actually started at normal time. I'd ridden past midnight from the day before because of what I said. I was setting off earlier and getting caught out and having to do longer days. And I sort of got up on the last day, and I actually felt really good because what I've been doing a week was going easier and recovering. And I'd arranged to meet with Kaiser Thailand, who's doing the Guinness version of the year record. I'd arranged to meet her at a cafe in Hecklington near Sleaford, which is about 100 miles up the road from me, 90 miles up the road. I set off at 6 in the morning, that's right, 6 in the morning. I planned to meet her at 12:30, which meant I had to get a bit of a move on to get there. I didn't do the best route possible because I had to go pretty direct to get there on time. A better route would have been sort of a bit longer. I'd have been going faster for the same effort, but I'd have been late because it was that much longer. But I knew I was on for the record, and well, I'd already broken the record actually, and I pretty much knew that I was going to do more than Amanda, unless Amanda all of a sudden decided that she was going to sort of ride 15 hours or something. I couldn't see her doing that. I sort of banked on her doing 240 for the day. And I did the math and thought, I can do a little bit more on Amanda and still have time to have tea with Kaiser, and that's what I did. I bashed up to Hecklington. Kaiser was having a bit of a tough time that day, so she was a bit late, about half an hour late. I ended up stopping there for over an hour and a quarter, I think I was stopped there. I was hoping to do 270 that day, but I was going stronger than I had for the whole month. I could have ridden a lot harder on the first few days, but of course you don't hammer yourself right at the start. But the way I was riding on the last day, I couldn't have done it about 2 weeks in. Looking at the power things, I was deliberately sort of increasing the power for about a minute, doing minute higher power output, just to get my perception down. I was sort of wondering, because I was struggling to ride at the power output I thought I should be.